California Governor Gavin Newsom is making a historic announcement. He's proposing the 28th Amendment to the Constitution to restrict access to guns nationwide. The proposed amendment would raise the minimum age for buying a firearm to 21, mandate universal background checks, require a reasonable waiting period for gun purchases, and ban the sale of assault rifles to civilians. Now, the NRA has responded, saying, quote, his unhinged contempt for the right to self-defense has no bounds. They also said that California is a beacon for violence. Here's what Governor Newsom had to say about that on the Today Show. Take a look.
And what California's gun death rate today is 73% lower than Texas. These federal judges want to turn America into Texas. We cannot let that happen.
Always want to hear from you, DBL Nation. What do you think of this proposed constitutional amendment? Does it go too far, not far enough? And do you think it's actually possible to actually pass an amendment like this? What would you say, Jeff?
Well, what do you need, Tori? 2/3 of the vote?
Yeah, you can either do it through Congress, which has always been done that way, which is 2/3 of vote, but in both houses, the House and the Senate. You also could do it through the states. That's 2/3 of the state calls for a petition, and then 3/4 have to then ratify it. That's about 45 states. That's very hard, 40-ish states, very difficult to do.
It sounds not doable, especially in politics, right? But if you asked 100 people, I would think 3/4 of them would say, this seems very reasonable to me, right? Definitely does to me as a father, as a gun. I'm for guns. I think you should have them responsibly. The problem is politics. It's the red and the blue. You take money out of politics, now we might be cooking. We might have something going here. But this seems perfectly reasonable. My father's a hunter. This seems reasonable. People, if you deter them, crazy people I'm talking about, just a little bit, they kind of get deterred themselves. They don't want to wait for it. If you're handing over assault rifles that day, bad things are going to happen. If you're a responsible gun owner, if I can't fish and I have to wait 21 days to get my license, okay, I'll get it 21 days before, and then I'll go fishing. Right. It's like, this is very reasonable, but politics takes the reasonable out of everything.
Yeah. Before you go, Al, I just want to say that 87% of the country favors criminal background checks, 81% favors raising the legal age to 21, 77 favor waiting periods, and 61 favor banning assault rifles. So you are absolutely
And coming
right.
from Gavin Newsom's mouth doesn't help either.
For the other side, yeah. It does not. Yeah. You're right, Jeff. And here's how you know that your point's correct about money is because politicians want to do things that are popular.
Right.
Because they want to get elected again. So what would be the thing, Erica, that's keeping these people from doing something that's got a popularity of 87%? I don't think steak has that. What would be this one thing holding it up? And it's got to be money.
Well, here's the thing, though. This is shifting the social norm. This is a big win. This is a big win. Will it take years? Yes, but this is a marathon, not a sprint. And you remember with the No Hate campaign, you remember a decade ago, 2 decades ago, it was taboo to talk about same-sex marriage. Then you had the No Hate campaign and the social norm shifted, and then the state legislators, they abide by the social narrative. So this is what we're seeing. And for Governor Newsom, the first elected official to talk about amending the Constitution, that is huge. And I just want to give credit to Syra Rao and Here for the Kids Action and Tina Strong, because they have been saying those exact wordings about using the 28th Amendment to end gun violence for ages. And in the last 2 months, they've actually put it on his desk.
Well,
so,
good on them.
wow. This is a big thing, you guys.
Big
this
win.
is monumental. So I'm really, this is how change happens.